On today's Battlefield Recon, Bullety Wang Chopper Graffiti, DICE reveal the lessons of the Battlefield 4 beta, and the confirmed map list with details. Plus, details of how to win the official Battlefield 4 book, Countdown to War. Do you want to win a Battlefield 4 book? Of course you do. It's Battlefield with words. It's brilliant. I can't believe I'm saying it. All you need to do to win is like the video, subscribe and enter a comment below, even if it's very brief and not too abusive, for a chance to win a book with words about war. It's going to be amazing. So please do that and enter our compo. Straight into our top 5 Battlefield moments today. If you like the clip, please click through the link. And if you like the video, please click like. First clip is an amazing double kill, which proves that with all the miracles of modern technology, sometimes you can't beat delivering your message by hand.
Dobra, dostał.
W budynku są schowani, kurwa.
Jakiś snajper chyba jest tutaj, kurczę, na...
Dobra, dostał.
W budynku są schowani, kurwa.
Jakiś snajper chyba jest tutaj, kurczę, na...
Scheiß dem Fenster! As Hans Gruber said sort of in Die Hard, but in this case, we're firing at a piece of mortar to bring down a building on some men's heads.
Hold into stalemate for at least 20 seconds, just turn left and click the button. Happy times, my friends.
When you're out of ammunition, needs must.
Wait. Then shoot the cannon thing.
Does he actually revive him here? This is madness. He can't survive that, can he?
No, he's dead, but he does revive him because he's a nice guy.
The fourth clip is dear to Andy and my heart because it's a tribute to a magazine, PSM3, we used to edit. What you can't see here, though, is outside of the moving tribute, they are in fact firing at me for my over-enthusiastic review of Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude.
This is just like a small part of the video. This is their, I think it's a 12-gun salute to the magazine. It's all very sad, very moving. I advise you to watch the whole video to get like a real sense of the tribute.
God bless you, Squigglies. Our final clip today is proof that man could communicate with aliens if only given the right drawing tools and using the universal symbol of the Wang. In our new section today, we're looking at the changes DICE have made based on the Battlefield 4 beta. Now, there's an exhaustive list of changes that you can view by clicking the link on screen right now, but Andy's going to run us through the key list and talk about what he'd like to have seen changed.
Sure. Well, I think one of the biggest complaints from the community was low frame rate and stuttering, especially from the PC community. They're looking at that. That's going to be fixed for the final game. Another big thing from the console community was controller layouts. DICE have said that now there's going to be more options, so you can change it back to veteran layout, which is the same as
nice.
or very similar to Battlefield 3. And there's been a stack of gameplay balancing things. So, I mean, some of the things that stood out for me, the revive time has been increased from 7 seconds to 10 seconds. It's really important because not a lot of people were doing revives in the beta.
That's quite a big change, 3 seconds. Yeah.
And there's a lot of vehicle balancing issues, especially around the missiles and how they affect the vehicles. So the Stinger and IGLA has now, the damage has been increased by 10% to 35% per hit. Right. So basically, what that means is you only need three rockets, 3 Stinger missiles to bring down an attack chopper, as opposed to 4. The reason being that it wasn't proving effective. You know, you couldn't. 9 times out of 10 you couldn't physically do it because someone would pick you off before.
Okay, well we could pull through lots of different things here. Just briefly, Andy, what's your overall impression of what they're doing and anything else you'd like to have seen changed?
I think it's brilliant what they're doing. DICE will continue to do that after launch. That's just the way they work. Personally, I think the revive time is really the key thing for me because, as I said, not many people were getting revived when I was playing.
Nice. Now, in our analysis section today, we're looking at the confirmed list of maps for Battlefield 4. Andy, how many maps are there and what can we expect?
Okay, so there's 10 maps to start with. You get 10 maps with the game, and I'll run through the list of maps now, and then we'll talk about some of them in more detail. Now, the one that you played in the beta is Siege of Shanghai. I think everyone is really familiar with that.
I can't
now.
watch that skyscraper blow up again. I've seen it too many times.
It's going to happen again and
Oh
again.
no!
Paracel Storm, which is the one that they showed off at Gamescom, which is like the island with the big boat crashing into it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They also announced Zavod 311. And there's some screenshots that went with that on the Battlefield blog. That takes place in a Soviet tank factory from the Cold War that's become overgrown.
And not on a moon, like it sounds like.
You'll love this as well.
Yeah.
Apparently in the middle of the factory, deep in the heart of the factory, there's an unexploded warhead that you can get to and blow it up.
Oh, nice.
And that makes this massive chimney stack fall down.
Right.
So that's what everyone's going to do immediately. Then there's some other ones which DICE haven't really talked about or shown, but thinks sensible speculation, which we're going to do now, tells us what's going to be in them. So there's Lansang Dam, which I guess is a dam, and if I was a betting man, I'd say that you can blow the dam up and maybe flood parts of the map.
Ooh,
because
nice.
it is a dam.
Yeah, that would make absolute sense.
Yeah. Now there's another one called Flood Zone, which sounds very similar, but Flood Zone takes place in a city, and you'll see bits of it on the Levolution trailer that DICE released. And here the Levolution moment, because I think they've all got Levolution moments. Like everyone I've researched seems to have like a one big moment, like the skyscraper collapsing. And here again, you flood the entire city, so you start. It's like an urban environment, and you're fighting within all the tight streets of a city. And then once the Levolution event happens, the city streets flood, and you're all fighting on boats and on rooftops.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's power through. What else have we got?
We've got Rogue Transmission. Now, I have seen footage of a map which takes place underneath a massive radar dome. And it looks really, really impressive. And the Levolution moment for that is bringing down the antenna. You know, like at the end of GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pierce Brosnan like brings it down on top of Sean Bean. Well, I don't think Sean Bean's going to be in it. You're probably not going to be able to collapse it on him.
Yeah.
But I think that's what happens in that one. It would make sense. It's called Rogue Transmission, and there is a map where you're fighting underneath the big antenna. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
The next map is Hainan Resort. I don't know anything about that. It sounds like it's going to be quite beachy to me.
Yeah.
There's another one called Dawnbreaker. I don't know what that is.
Is it set at night or at dawn?
Good question. Maybe both.
Yeah.
Maybe the
The
Levolution
break
moment.
of dawn?
Yeah, maybe the Levolution moment is when you it happens at dawn, when dawn breaks. Who knows? Then there's Operation Locker,
Yeah.
which is set entirely inside a building.
I thought you were going to say entirely inside a locker. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, no, that would be challenging to program, I feel. You shrunk down to the size of ants.
See?
You have to fight inside a locker.
It could work.
That's interior, so it's very close quarters. You'll see footage of that on. DICE did a video called Multiplayer Moments in Battlefield 4. You'll see footage of it in that. And the final one is called Golmond Railway, which appears to be like a rail yard. So there's lots of fighting in between trains that are stopped, trains that have got tanks on them, so I don't know whether you'll be able to drive them off or not. Again, if you look at the, it's a very, very large scale map, that one. So there's going to be loads of space, you're going to be flying jets, helicopters, driving tanks. Yeah, it's going to be a huge map. And one thing I do know, so that's your 10 confirmed maps. One thing I do know is that there's definitely a snow map, but I don't know which one it is.
Ah, interesting. Probably not the one set on the beach,
No.
but stranger things have happened,
Yeah,
I suppose.
so definitely a snowy map, which is great because one of the maps I'd really like to see come back as like, because DICE said they're going to make older maps and put Levolution moments into them.
Ah, that's nice.
For Battlefield 4. So one of the maps I'd love to see coming back is Port Valdez from Bad Company 2.
Right, nice. Okay, well that brings us to the end of today's show. Thanks for watching so much. If you like the video, please click the like button and do subscribe for more great videos from Battle Recon and the rest of the CBG channel. So until next time, goodbye.